Hey everyone, it is Ross from RT Fitness here, and we are in 4 of 5 of the basic fat loss. So today I just want to talk to you today of what a typical day will look like if you are on a fat loss mission. Now the food here is just one day, okay? There's so much variety of food out there. Like, don't just look at this and think, right, that's what I've got to eat for the rest of my life so I can lose weight. This is just an example of a typical day of what I would tell somebody to have if they are wanting to lose the weight. And obviously I've broken everything down into the calories of things to get you a better understanding of how much calories is in things, and then obviously how it translates to the weight loss side of things. So like I'm saying, it is very generic. And obviously there isn't any variety in here because it is just 3 meals what I'm putting in there, but it is what a typical day would look like on your fat loss mission. So meal 1, by the way, in all meals, always up for that higher protein, especially if you're training. It's going to help with the fat loss a lot easier, and obviously try and keep as much muscle mass, preserve as much muscle mass as possible while losing the weight. So meal 1, I've got 3 scrambled eggs cooked in butter with 100 grams of smoked salmon. So this comes out at 414 calories for that one meal. Meal 2, grilled chicken breast, bag of mixed veg and some hot sauce. So it's just a medium chicken breast size. This comes in at 284 calories. Meal number 3. So this is quite your biggest meal of the day as well. So whenever you've heard people about saying eating big meals on the night puts fat on, bullshit again. So meal 3 here, a nice big steak, so 200 gram rump steak as well. Mixed veg again, some new potatoes, and also 10 grams of butter to what you've cooked the steak in. This comes in at 741 calories. So if you think you're on, like, say, a fat loss mission, say you're not training and you're on around 1500 calories, or you are training and you are on 1700 calories, because that's what you want to do. You're not just wanting to just try and lose weight, because obviously in that process, like we've talked before, where you lose the muscle mass as well when you're losing weight, you want to try and preserve as much muscle mass as possible. So whilst on weight loss journeys, you should always be trying to train push pull resistance type training, and obviously keeping that protein levels high so that you look better when you eventually get to your target weight. So with it, say you are 1500 calories, obviously with 3 meals, you are aiming really, I mean, if you break it down to say 500 calories a meal, or if you want that bigger meal on the night, which most of us do because we like to spend it with our family, nice big meal at the end of the day, maybe it's like say a 400 calorie, that's 800, and leave the 700 for the final meal on the night. But obviously with people training, I prefer myself for people to be on higher calories than that. At 1700 calories with, say, at least 3 training days in there a week. So obviously you do have that more energy to train, and you're not so much in a calorie deficit that you crash, burn and fuck the diet off altogether and go back to where you started and even further back. So these 3 meals here, what I've put out there, they're all equal up to 1440 calories. So this is great. If you are training, then you're under your calories. So this is where you can actually stick in some of the foods you like. So when people are talking about if it fits your macros, flexible dieting, this is what we mean. We mean eat nice whole food meals, and then when you have your calories left over at the end of the day, you can put something in to make up, say, your target of 1700 calories. So this can be made up. I mean, I've just written a couple of examples in there. So digestives, this is one of Sarah's favourites. So 2 digestive biscuits, that comes in at 166 calories. So at the end of the day, had your tea, finish it off, want something sweet, there you go, stick a couple of biscuits in there. you're still going to lose weight, obviously, if you're training those 3 days a week and obviously always sticking to your calories there. Or Magnum ice cream. This is a white chocolate Magnum ice cream as well, my favourite on the Magnums. That's 240 calories, so 240 calories onto your there, that's 480, that's 1680, equaling up to your, near enough, your 1700. Obviously this would be sticking to it day by day, your average across the week, and ensuring that you are like within your calorie target. And it is obviously just keep going with that, and if you do lose the weight. Obviously a lot of the troubles what people make is, yes, these are quite nice hearty meals as well, but the mistakes people make, so say when you are tracking your food using apps like MyFitnessPal or others, is that they don't account for some things. So if you've say had these 3 meals in there and you've calculated, oh, I've only had 1440 calories, but you haven't added, say you're a tea drinker or a coffee drinker, you haven't added in like your milk from that, your sugars from that, which could equal up to another, I don't know, say 250 calories with all the milk and sugar added in. So you're already close to 1700. If this is the case, then you can't add in those because you have put that in there. So the flexible dieting isn't working because obviously you are now into, say, 1900 to 2000, which is probably the average female maintenance. So you're actually not doing much, or you're just doing, say, your 3 training days, and that's, to be honest, if you turn up as well, and obviously how hard you train as well. So you might only be in a very, very slight calorie deficit, only losing maybe a quarter or half a pound each and every week. So yeah, so just be food aware of, obviously, when you are tracking or counting your calories, that you do put every single thing in there and make sure it's within the means of where you're going. So these are 3 great meals. Obviously, if you can stick to certain things like this, then happy days. But what a typical day looks like isn't perfect all the time, because we do have Fridays, we Saturdays, Sundays, whatever, hangovers, the lot. Tub of Pringles. Once you pop, you can't stop, as they say. 900 calories just in a tube of Pringles. That is fucking mental. But yeah, you add that into one of your days, obviously, and you've had this, you're way over, and then you can't bring it back in. So it is just trying to get those 3 meals in there, spread them out to around 1500. Then you do have a little bit to play with, which can be your teas, coffees, or if you are like a pure water drinker or whatever, then you can have the flexible portion of it. But the main thing is what a typical day needs to look like is all from whole foods. So 1 ingredient foods, obviously your oils or whatever you cook with as well. And then if you do have calories left over at the end of the day to hit your target, put something you like in there, and this will give you still that nice, slow, steady fat loss of that £1 a week. And with the higher protein there, preserving as much muscle mass as possible. So I hope you've taken something away from that. I'm Ross from RT Fitness. Any questions at all, comment below. Give it a share if you like it as well. Thanks for watching. Cheers.